Welcome to Crawl or No Crawl. Today is Friday, February 18th. And the Semrush Sensor is reading, I always bring that up. It's reading 7.6 today. And if you're curious to see a historical version, if you look at the screen, I'm showing it's basically the history of the index detector. And you can find this by Googling or searching for Google index detector, and it's the top result. So let's play crawl or no crawl. All right, as far as today is concerned, Google again is just pretty much pulling more robots text files and sitemaps. I've seen very few render crawls. I will tell you about one. I did see something unusual, and this was in a Google News site. Normally, the bot that comes to Google News sites is called Feed Fetcher. Doesn't that sound cute? But today it was just a regular Google bot, which I haven't seen. I haven't seen a lot of that, if at all. But I noticed it today, and starting to see Googlebot making multiple requests for these files called ads.txt files, kind of like robots.txt. There's ads.txt, and these are totally optional files for a site. And it's really just a text file, easy to make, that lists the other companies that are permitted to or authorized to sell the site that you're looking at, to sell their products or services. So it's designed to give online buyers a little bit of a way to check the validity of the sellers from whom they buy. And it's really for the purposes of internet fraud prevention. So if that's a concern to you, I would definitely recommend getting one of those files set up. All right, Bing. Looks like another day when the Bing bots are largely outnumbering the Google bots. I saw a couple of render crawls for some pages, and I've mentioned this before, but if you're not sure what I mean by that, the bots just didn't pull the HTML of the page. They pulled all the scripts and everything that created that page. So they pull the HTML, and then each time they pull a new item. So a full render could be anywhere from 6 to 20, depending on how many things you've got that make that page. So you could find that many server logs related to that one render crawl. It's not a single event, it's multiple events. Overall, really just not a huge bot presence. Now, today is also a test day for the index detector. And you can see here, I'm just going to show you real quick. Obviously we're on the 18th, 7.6, and you see the chart over here where it kind of like tracks the zigzags. So test was published. The request time and the logs I saw was 6:04, and the first Google bot showed up at 6:04. Now, what's interesting about today is that Google did a full render crawl of the new test page. Shock. But here's even more interesting. Bing did not. Now, what Bing did, and I have to note it in here, it did come back and grab the robots text file. So, we'll have to see. I don't know what to make of this. I don't know that we have enough information to make anything of this, but definitely it's something that I noticed. And all right, so meanwhile, I guess the best advice would be, keep your powder dry and make it easy for Google to crawl your site. So thanks for playing Crawl or No Crawl. I'll see you tomorrow. And if you subscribe, you'll get notifications when these videos show up. And if you have any free time over the weekend and you want to feel good about being an SEO, check out or catch up on Confessions of an SEO podcast. That comes out every Friday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. So you can get a little more insight in all the things I'm looking at. All right. Well, thank you so much, and I will see you later.